Welcome everybody to the University of Sunshine Coast Sports Stadium for the Queensland Under-18 Girls State Championships. John Guarna here, and I'm joined today by Leonard King. And Leonard, we couldn't ask for a better matchup in this first matchup. The Brisbane Capitals versus the Logan Thunder. Both teams coming undefeated. It should be a great one.
It will be a great one. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be a real tight contest, and both of these teams are very physical. So be ready. It's going to be a bit of a rumble out there tonight.
And both teams are familiar with each other, playing each other throughout the course of the league. What would you say would be the keys to the game for the Brisbane Capitals if they want to win this one?
Look, I think it's actually about taking care of the basketball. It's really important that they don't also think finishing around the rim is going to be key for them, because there's some really big girls over there at Logan, and they do a great job of taking space away in the paint. So they're going to have to be great at finishing, and finally just trying to stay out of foul trouble. And it's really important to stay out of foul trouble.
And that's going to be for both teams, obviously. If Logan wants to come away with this one, what does Logan have to do versus the Capitals as well? Obviously, Caps come in leading scorer for the whole competition, Rachel Mate, so you would imagine she'd be a focus for the Thunder to slow down.
Absolutely. Look, there's a lot of scores over there for Brisbane, but I think for Logan, they're mainly a bottom-age team, so they just really have to just be patient, take their time, and get through their sets. That's the key for them today.
Yeah, and Logan Thunder will have Mila Goodchild today. She came in from an Australian camp, flew in for this grand final, so it'll be interesting to see. We spoke to Coach Luke Can before the game to see how many minutes Mila would play. He said that she would play limited minutes, but I got to imagine, Leonard, if you have a player with the capability of Mila Goodchild, she's going to play heavy minutes.
Well, it'd be interesting to see. They've gotten to this point without her. You don't really want to disrupt the flow of the team, and he's got a pretty good set with his rotation, so it'd be interesting to see how much effect she's actually going to have in the game today.
All right, well, we're going to get set to tip here. The Capitals are in the light white, Logan Thunder in the dark blue. Capitals are going to be going from right to left. Getting set to jump is Isabel Parker and Ula Matuga. And coming away with it's the Logan Thunder, and we're off here in the Under-18 Girls Grand Final.
They come out in a bit of a 2-3 zone. Brisbane, that's interesting that they didn't start man-to-man defense. So obviously they're allowing Logan to shoot that perimeter shot. They're going to take away everything on the inside.
Long two is no good. First shot and miss, but an offensive rebound for Logan. And as you said, things are getting physical here early. Ball on the ground, both players going for it. They're going to call it jump ball, and that possession arrow is going to favor the Brisbane Capitals.
Yeah, I tell you, it's going to be a war out there between the lines. Both teams, they don't take a backward step to anyone, and they're definitely going to be going forward. So it'll be interesting to see how this game develops.
And Logan coming out in man-to-man. So interesting contrast the styles here early. Beverly is going to fire for three from the Capitals. That's no good. Long rebound goes to Parker. She's going to bring it back out. Capitals going to get to reset here. Good patience by Brisbane. Air ball, though, there by Charlotte O'Sullivan. Logan off and running.
Yeah, both teams got offensive rebounds on their first possession, so it's a key to make sure that you complete a defensive possession.
Oh, sloppy pass there, and running away with it for the first points of the game is number 10, Caleb Beverly. And the Capitals take an early 2-0 lead. Just a sloppy pass there.
Look, you got to take care of the basketball. It's one of the keys to the game there. It's important that you take care of it.
And a great drive and finish there by Jaden Fuiava. She's got the end one, so Logan ties it, and with a chance to take the lead. Nice strong move there by the point guard.
Yeah, look, Jayden is what you call a big-time player. She plays well in big games, and there's no game bigger than this one right here. So we're expecting Jayden to have a great game today, and I can tell you that's a pretty good start for her as well.
Great start, and she finishes as well. You always like to see your players finish with the and one with that free throw. So it's a 3-2 lead here for Logan, 8:40 to go in the first quarter. I like this out of Logan here, picking him up almost halfway. I like picking it up at half court there, Leonard.
It's a lot of pressure defensively. It's great to see. It'd be interesting to see if they can play like that for the full 40 minutes.
Few bounces around the rim. It winds up there with the Logan Thunder. Fuyava has it. Excuse me, that is Jaden Kirisomi. Yep. There's another foul there, so that's going to be 2 team fouls there for the Brisbane Capitals. They trail by 1, 8:14 to go in the first quarter. You're watching the girls Under-18 state championships here live from the University of Sunshine Coast.
Really fast start for both teams there. I still think they're both filling each other out, but they're getting up plenty of shots.
Long two again is no good. Coming down with it is Fuiava. She's all over the court for Logan. Matuga throws one up, and that's good. Nice strong move there by Ula as she went strong to the hole, threw up the floater, and nailed it.
That's another one off of an offensive rebound, John. You've got to take care of your defensive possession and finish with that rebound. I think that's about 3 or 4 for Logan already.
Yeah, Coach Alekna is certainly going to bring that up at halftime, you'd imagine. Nice catch and spin there by Isabel Parker. She took a bit of contact, kept her composure, and was able to finish. And then the Capitals pressures forcing a Logan Thunder turnover by Kirasome.
Yeah, again, bottom-age girl. I think a little bit nerves out there, and you got to take care of the basketball. You don't want to just turn it over in the backcourt like that.
Yeah, again, another interesting contrast. The Capitals have been here before, and Logan Thunder coming in with their young team. A lot of contact there as Parker goes to the basket. She's going to pick up the foul. Let's see who they give that one to. Going to give that one to Ula Matuga. That's going to be her first personal, and that's going to be Logan's first team foul. There is a timeout on the floor. Let's just keep it here, Leonard, and say, what do you think so far for the first 2.5 minutes of the game? It is a fast-paced game, a little bit sloppy. Is that nerves or excitement? What do you think?
Oh, look, it's probably nerves on both sides there, but they're getting up plenty of shots. I was quite surprised that they're shooting so early in the shot clock, but I'd say that the coaches just say, hey, let's go out there, have some fun, and let it fly. And I think the difference so far is the offensive rebounds by Logan. They're getting every shot they take, they get an offensive rebound. So Brisbane are going to have to look to tidy up that defensive possession and gain that rebound. And
early on so far, it looks like the Capitals looking to feature Isabel Parker in the paint. They obviously see a size advantage there inside. What do you think about that strategy so far?
Look, Izzy is probably one of the leading scorers here in the tournament, and she is what we call a really good finisher. But if you look at her size, the body's a little bit slight, and you would think that Logan would be able to push her off her spot. So far, they haven't had a lot of success with that, and Izzy had a basket. Now she's going to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, so Brisbane trailing 5-4, 7:30 to go in the first quarter, and Isabel Parker is going to go to the line for 2 shots. Probably should give you an update on who's on the court there for each team. You got Parker at the line for the Capitals, Caleb Beverly, Rachel Mate, the leading scorer in the competition so far, Essie Latu, and you also have Charlotte O'Sullivan. That's the Capitals. For Logan, you have Ula Matuga, got Lacey Tea. Who else we have out there? Jaden Fuiava, Jade Kirasome, and number 9, Hazel Fui. So Logan now has it. They're down by 1, 6-5.
Great defense.
Yeah, strong move there by Fuiava, but great help defense there coming from the weak side.
Great defense. They really recovered well. I thought she got past her player, but she was able to get in there.
Fuiava's jumper is no good. Fighting for the rebound. Ball looks like it went off of a Capitals player, so it's going to stay there for Logan. And again, another second chance opportunity for the Thunder.
Yeah, it's just as good as an offensive rebound. They don't gain possession of it. I think that's one of those things, John, when you're in a 2-3 zone, rebounding the basketball is really hard. So it's something that Coach Alenkna is going to have to give some thought to.
Good hands there by Beverly. She swipes it. Mate comes up with it. She goes cross court for Parker. Parker throws it up, hits the shot, and is fouled. Great look there by Mate. What a catch there by Parker and finish.
I think the catch and be able to gather herself and still finish that basket, that's a big-time play for your center running down the middle of the floor. Excellent job.
Yeah, it's always nice to see the big leading the fast break, getting down the court, and you have to reward the big. Isn't that what they're saying, coaching?
Absolutely.
If the big is running, you got to reward them.
Got to give it to her, and Izzy's coming out, and so far she's having a very strong game,
And she finishes the three-point play. That gives Brisbane a 9-5 lead with just under 7 to go here in the first quarter. Let's see if Logan can answer. So far, they're getting some decent looks, but this zone defense is baffling them a bit.
Yeah, they certainly don't have any sort of tempo offensively. They're trying to get it inside, but not a lot of room in there to get the ball in, so they're going to have to shoot from the perimeter.
Fuiava's jump shot is no good. Tipping it is Parker, but coming up with it is Logan. That's Ula Matuga coming up with it and regathering. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock for Logan. On the baseline, Fairberg, her pass is stolen. Coming up with it for the Caps is Kayla Beverly. She goes in, long pass, though, for Rachel Mate, and that one's no good. Just a bit too long there from for Mate. She couldn't handle the pass.
Now, it was a tough one to handle in the fast break situation there, but it was a good look, certainly good intention.
9-5 the lead. Just about 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Brisbane Capitals are up.
See Hazel Fui right there shooting the ball. She's certainly been a feature on the offensive end for Logan. And another offensive rebound again for Logan as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, Matuga could not follow. These second chance opportunities are building up. They're just not capitalizing on it at the moment. Is the Logan Thunder, they're down by 4, 9-5. Coach Can telling the girls to just settle down.
Oh, clean drive to the basket there for 2.
Great job there by Beverly off the left hand, too. I think she fooled the defender with the left-hand dribble.
Yeah, look, just looked like the C's kind of opened up for her, and there was no one there to protect the rim, so it's an easy 2 for her, and I'm sure Coach Can won't be happy about giving up that easy shot there.
Yeah, Coach Can stalking the sideline. He's trying to settle the troops. He's keeping pretty even-keeled so far with his team down by 6 here early. 5:34 to go in the first quarter.
He's made a substitution as well. Looks like Trouter's out there, number 8, so it'll be interesting to see what she brings to the court.
To go inside again. Little high-low action back out there to Truder. She's going to fire away for 2. That's no good. Nearly coming up with the offensive rebound is Fuiava, but she can't control the ball, so Brisbane will have the opportunity to increase their lead.
And looks like Logan are dropping back here to a zone themselves now, so it looks like we might have a bit of zone action on both ends of the floor.
Zone on zone. Parker's going to take an elbow jumper, which bounces up and down. Going to say it hit the top of the support system there, so that's a lost possession there. Good look there by Parker. She's doing a lot of her work inside, but she wants to show off the jumper.
Yeah, stepped out 15 feet and didn't hesitate, caught, turned it, and shot it, and unfortunately hit the support at the top.
Matuga gets it over there to Truder. She's going to run the point now for Logan. Her pass, though, is stolen there by Mate. Mate gathers it. Looks like she's going to go right to the rim. There's a lot of contact with Matuga. Matuga's going to get called for the block. I like the aggressive play there by Mate. She knew she was going to get some contact, and she accepted it.
Yes, and that's more importantly Ula's second foul, so that's really going to hurt them. And I think Coach Can's going to have to make a decision there. She's a really important player for their team, and they can't have her in foul trouble.
Going to the line for 2 shots is Rachel Mate. And as you say, Coach Can goes to the bench. Checking in is Hazel Fui, and Ula Matuga is going to take a seat with 2 personal fouls. With 4:50 to go in the first quarter, that's going to be a tough ask there for the Logan Thunder.
It is. Ula does a lot. She's already probably have about 4 offensive rebounds, plus she's also one of their main guards out there. So be interesting to see if anyone else can step up while in her absence while she's in a little bit of foul trouble.
2 shots are good, so it's a 13-5 lead here for Brisbane. Logan frustrated. They go inside and out. Like the ball movement. Jump shot there for Fuiava is no good. Offensive rebound for Truder. Her follow is good. So again, the offensive rebounds are the offense at the moment for Logan, but they'll take it. They're down 6.
Yes, it's one of those things when you're in the 2-3 zone. You don't have a responsibility to box out a player. You have to box out an area on the floor, and so they're really struggling to get that offensive rebound.
Mapasua throws up a wild one. That's no good. Logan streaking up court. Going to the basket, that's Kirasomi. She misses the shot, but she's fouled, so she'll go to the line for 2.
It's one of those rare opportunities there where they actually beat Brisbane down the floor. They had a chance to score in transition. That hasn't happened yet, but it looked like she could have made the basket, didn't make it. She's going to the line for 2.
Yeah, good play there by the Capitals recovering. You know, they have a slight lead. You don't mind the foul in that situation.
Absolutely. In the finals game, you don't give up layups. No layups.
I mean, this is not just the finals. This is the grand final. So whoever wins this game will be the champions of the state of Queensland for 2016. Free throw is good, so it's a 13-9 lead now. Logan showing a bit of full court pressure.
Full court pressure, yes.
Brisbane breaks it easily, and they're going to regather.
Full court pressure back to a zone, it looks like. Yep, back to a zone. So both teams are employing the zone tactic.
Long 2 is no good again from Mapasua, and Logan again looking to run. Kurasome throws up a wild one. It's regathered there by Fuiava, who loses it, but getting it and putting the ball in the basket That's Hazel Fui for the bucket, and it's now a 2-point lead for the Brisbane Capitals, 13-11.
It just looks like Logan wants to run and get down there before they set up that zone, so at least they can have an opportunity to get a good, clean shot near the rim.
It's an interesting zone here from Logan. Looked like a 3-2 almost there from the Logan Thunder.
Yeah, it's one I haven't figured out because it's almost like a matchup zone. They have players that are moving out of the normal areas that you have for a 2-3 zone.
Inbounding Mapusua, she nearly loses it, and she does. Logan coming up with it and then picking up the foul for Brisbane. That's Alice Bowden. So, you know, when you have those baseline inbounds underneath the opposition basket, you want to get a good look out of that. You want to try and be a little bit cleaner than that, so Brisbane would be a bit disappointed with that possession.
Yeah, you want to score on any baseline out of bounds plays. It's just that simple there, and they didn't get the score, got a turnover, and now both teams are in the bonus now, the penalty, shooting free throws for any foul that happens from here on out.
Yep. So Faber is going to go to the line for Logan. She hits the first one. Logan now down by 1 with 3:22 to go in the first quarter.
I really like how Logan's kind of figured out how they're playing that zone, and they're trying to beat it down the floor before they get set up. So now they're getting some opportunities.
And a bit of pressure leads to another turnover there for the Brisbane Capitals. They go inside and out again. Logan now a bit more patient, swinging the ball around the perimeter. Fuiava's jump shot is no good. But again, Logan comes up with the offensive rebound, another possession. Big block there by Mapusua. Logan again comes up with it, though. It's tipped out to Rachel Mate. Mate streaking down the court with 2 Thunder players chasing her. She's fouled from behind. Looks like they're going to give that foul to Kirasome.
Yeah, it's they got about 4 offensive possessions there, and then last one it was a long rebound. Unfortunately, ended up with one of the Brisbane players, and she was able to get down the floor. Got fouled though, so it's all tied up at the moment.
13 all, under 3 to go. Mate, the leading scorer in the competition so far, misses the first free throw.
Rachel's a really good free throw shooter, so I'm sure she'll be a bit upset with herself on that one.
Second one, a bit better that time, so Brisbane retakes the lead. And looks like a bit of half-court pressure here from Brisbane. Yes. Logan beats it easy. Open look for Truder. Her jump shot no good. Coming down with it with Brisbane is Charlotte Renner. She goes ahead to Mapusua, whose cross-court pass is stolen there by Truder. Bit of sloppy play from both teams on those possessions there.
I think it's just an opportunity. They want to try to run and get down there before that zone gets set up. So,
turnover there by Faber. Mate comes up with it. She uses her body. Gets it cross-court. Now out to Mapusua, whose long 2 is no good. Coming down with the rebound is Truder for Logan, and Logan again looking to run. Pass, though, now is stolen by Brisbane, but stepping out of bounds is Kayla Beverly for the Capitals.
Yeah, we're up and down now. It's a track meet out there. Still 2 minutes to play in the first quarter, but you can see there's a bit of flow to the game now, and I think that actually probably favors Logan more so than Brisbane.
Yeah, both teams looking to get up and down the court. I'm sure Coach Alekna will try and get her team to slow things down. They haven't been able – either team hasn't really capitalized on those fast break opportunities thus far. Pass inside nearly stolen. Goes around the perimeter, now back out to Kirasome.
2 seconds on
Fui
the shot
has
clock.
it. She's got to get a shot off. Long jumper by Fuiava is an air ball. Should have been a shot clock violation there, but the referees didn't call that one. And Brisbane's going to look to retake the lead.
Did you think the referee called it then? A little bit late?
I wasn't sure. I know they asked them to reset the shot clock there, so the shot clock's reset now to 22 seconds. We got 1:44 to go here in the first quarter, and the Brisbane Capitals lead the Logan Thunder 14-13. They work the ball around the perimeter. Pass inside to Renner is stolen. Got to fake it to make it, Leonard.
Yeah, they want to do that. Certainly. Oh, wow, good shot.
Truder goes to the basket. She can't finish, but she's fouled on her way to the rim, so she'll get 2 shots. And this will be an opportunity for Logan to eat. Both teams going to go to the bench. Checking in for Capitals is Essie Latu. And checking in for Logan, we've got Talisia Manumaluga and Mila Goodchild. So this is going to be Mila's first action of the tournament. in the grand final. What's going through her head, Leonard?
Look, I think she wants to come in and contribute, but I can say that Truder's come in the game for Ula and has really impacted the game really nicely, because when she came in, they were down 6, and so now it's a 1-point ball game. She's really come in and done a fine job.
Brisbane breaking the press there. Both free throws were missed, so it's still a 14-13 lead for the Capitals. Parker has it now for Brisbane. She spins away from a double team and she's fouled. I really like Izzy Parker's game. She seems really calm and cool and collected, and just looked over the double team there. The double team left, and then she took it to she attacked the gap. Yeah,
so they're playing her in the low post and also in the high post. And the last few times she's been in the high post when she's caught it, and because of her length, she keeps the ball high. She just turns and everything opened up. So she went to go to the basket. She's having a really good game so far in this first quarter.
She goes 1 of 2 from the line, so Brisbane now leads by 2, 15-13 with 1:13 to go in the first quarter. Logan traveling left to right on your screens. They work the ball around the perimeter now. This Brisbane defense, though, picks up a turnover as Manu Maluga got a little bit of contact and shuffled the feet there. Good job there by Kayla Beverly.
Yeah, Brisbane are playing really high on that 2-3 zone. They're not allowing the ball to be swung from one side of the floor to the other, so they're giving up the driving lanes, and Logan hadn't figured that out yet.
Yeah, here's a bit of a zone again. Parker attacking the zone. Stolen there by Goodchild. Good reaction there by Goodchild. She read that play beautifully. Skip pass, though, by Mana Maluga is just a bit too high there for Goodchild. It's a good idea as Goodchild was streaking down the lane.
Great idea, great decision, poor execution. So you want to try to get that ball to the middle of the floor before you make that pass.
Go inside again, a little inside-out action, turnover again, and then a foul. That's going to be Parker. Parker fouled Faber there. And again, both teams are in the bonus, so any foul, both teams are going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how many turnovers we've had so far in this first quarter here. You really want to take care of the basketball. As I said, that's one of the keys to the game there for both teams, is really looking after that basketball, but you realize you have a couple of nervous girls out there.
And both teams, both teams playing very aggressive defense. We see a lot of trapping, especially off of any made baskets or free throws. We're seeing a lot of full court press. So both styles of play are leading to those turnovers as well.
Definitely, yeah. Both the coaches are doing a great job of changing up their defenses and keeping the other teams off balance.
All right, Mate has it. Looking inside, Parker somehow winds up with it. She's going to step into a 15-footer and banks it home. 17-13 now with 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Caps lead. Nine seconds to go. There's a turnover. Beverly up ahead to Mate.
Wow.
Finishes in the air. Good job there by Beverly. Great finish by Mate. And the Capitals are going to go into the first quarter break up 6, 19-13. That was a great look there by Kayla Beverly and an even better finish by Rachel Mate.
That was a very athletic finish. She was running in one direction and that was able to stop, jump in the air, and shoot the basketball while staying on balance, man. You don't see many girls that can do that.
You don't see that very often. So at the first quarter break, we'll take a quick one. The Brisbane Capitals are up 6, 19-13. You're watching the Queensland State Championships here. With Rachel Mate from the Brisbane Capitals, congratulations on making it to the grand final.
Thank you.
What's the feeling in the playing group heading into the big game?
They're all pretty enthusiastic about getting going, but there's a little bit of nerves around the group.
All right, have you been here before? Has anyone had that championship experience?
Yeah, a couple of our senior players, we won it last year, so we've had a pretty good experience so far and we're hoping to continue that.
How do you think having that experience will help you in today's game?
I think, like Steph said before, composure is really important, and that big game experience ties in with composure and will assist us in our endeavour to be composed.
And what would you say of the week so far outside of basketball? What's the week been like for the team?
It's probably been one of the best classics I've played at. We've had a lot of fun around the hotel. We played gridiron in the pool and we lost, but it's been good and we've really managed to come together and be a cohesive, tight-knit group. So I'm really looking forward to the game.
If you were the coach, who would you draw up the final game-winning play for? And you're not allowed to name yourself.
Oh, that's the thing. I think we've got too many players that could hit the game-winning shot. So it's Steph's decision, I suppose.
And what about the opponents today, Logan? Tell us a little bit about them and what The second quarter, and the Brisbane Capitals lead the Logan Thunder by 6, 19-13. Let's see what adjustments the coaches made at the break. Mate getting her hands on the ball right away, so Coach Ken wouldn't be happy about that sloppiness.
Again, Brisbane are really doing a great job of denying that reversal pass. They want the ball to stay to one side of the floor, and they're giving up the strong side drive. So,
big, strong move there by Ula Matuga. She finishes and is fouled, and I like the play there by, that was Taya. Taya faked the ball reversal and then reverse dribble to get inside the paint.
Look, I think that's what's going to be open. That's what they seem to be giving them, is that driving lane. They're not allowing that reversal pass. And Ula, who's back in the game with 2 fouls, certainly was able to finish there.
And good job there by Matuga. So she completes the three-point play. It's now 19-16 the lead for Brisbane. And again, Logan coming out with the full court press. Have to apologize, the assist on that play before was Fuiava.
You can see the versatility in Isabel Parker being able to bring the ball up the floor under pressure. Logan are back into a man-to-man defense.
Another turnover. Fuiava going to the basket. She's able to finish. It's a 1-point lead now for Logan. And the defensive intensity kicks up another notch for Logan.
Yeah, they've come out this second quarter really trying to get after it, and they've gone out of that zone, and now they're really pushing up.
Man-to-man here. Let's see what the Capitals can do against this matchup. Parker has it on the perimeter. She picks up her dribble and hands off. Capitals looking to get it inside, really struggling, and that's a turnover there by Essie Latu. And Coach Alekna is going to take a timeout. I think that's a good timeout. Let's keep it here, Leonard. And a good timeout there by Coach Alekna. She's got to settle the troops a bit.
Well, that's a great timeout. I don't know if you could feel the whole energy in this building lift for that second quarter, but Logan did a great job of coming out with a lot of intensity, particularly on the defensive end, and they've changed the whole complexion of this ball game in the first minute and 10 seconds.
And a lot of different looks here from Coach Can. He's gone with that full court press. He's done a bit of half court trapping. We've seen them drop back into zone. Now they're also going to drop back into man. Yeah, he's mixing and matching pretty well.
He's definitely chopping and changing quite a bit, trying to keep Brisbane off balance, and I think he's doing a pretty good job with that so far.
Very good job, and their lead cut down to 1, 8:50 to go here in the second quarter. And Leonard, if you were in that break, what are you telling your teams if you're the Logan Thunder? Just keep it up, hey?
Absolutely. If I'm Logan, let's keep the pressure going. If I'm Coach Alekna with Brisbane, what you want to do is probably chop and change. She's been in that zone for the whole quarter and the first minute of this quarter right here, but it looks like they're coming back into their zone. The teams kind of figure things out a little bit if you stay in it for too long, and yeah, she decided to stay in the zone, and let's see if it's going to work for her.
Good child. Drive and dish is good. You cannot allow that dribble penetration. Good child with the pass to Matuga. Logan retakes the lead. They're now up 20-19.
And look like Logan's also inserted Mila Goodchild back into this lineup after that timeout as well. So she was the one that made that brilliant assist down the lane.
Coach Ken likes the man defense. It's giving Brisbane fits. Parker putting the ball on the deck. Wow. Kicks it over to Mate, who cannot handle the pass to her feet. So back-to-back turnovers again for the Capitals. And Logan now will have an opportunity to retake the lead.
Intense pressure by Logan Thunder at the moment. They're doing a great job, and they're trying to get that ball inside as well.
And Matuga picked up a very soft third foul there. As they tried to entry pass from Fuiava, it was low. Mate stole it, and Matuga picks up her third. And immediately Coach Can has to go to the bench and put Matuga back on give her a seat. I mean, unfortunately, she was playing pretty well, but she picked up the third.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see if your coach can for Logan. Her diving on the floor, getting that foul. But look, the pressure from Logan is there, so hopefully they don't miss her too much.
Pass inside is too high for Mate. She was wide open underneath, but Beverly just threw it too high.
Yeah, look, it's not easy when you have that much pressure on you, John, as you can imagine. So certainly good intent, but just not great execution.
Good child shuffles her feet there. She was thinking about the shot, picked up her dribble, and just got a bit indecisive there, so she gets called for the travel.
Yeah, I think Mila might be a little bit nervous out there, flying back from the Center of Excellence camp, and yeah, she had a bit of a shuffle there before she dribbled the basketball, so the right call by the referees.
Well, it's not easy flying and going home, let alone flying and then coming straight to a grand final when your team needs you. Good child's on Mapasua. Now Brisbane's going to reset, looking to get the ball back into the hands of Parker. She's double teamed. She can't handle the pass, but she regathers. Kicks it back out. Mate's going to fire from 3. That's no good off the back of the rim. Fight for the rebound, goes long out of bounds. So Brisbane right now a bit frustrated, and I like what Logan's doing, though. Double teaming Parker on nearly every single touch.
Look, I think that's a really good shot. I think it's a really good shot from Rachel Mate. That's the shot that she's going to have to shoot because now all the attention is being drawn to Isabel Parker, so someone's going to be open. They're going to need to be able to knock down those perimeter shots.
Well, it's been there all night so far. The Capitals haven't capitalized. They're down 1, 20-19, 7:20 to go in the first half. Goodchild going to the rim. She misses. Coming down with it. It winds up with Parker. They're going to call a double dribble there on Parker.
You can just see all that pressure on her as she got that rebound. 2 players immediately right on top of her.
And she's had to do a bit of everything for the Capitals at the moment. Who else is going to step up for Brisbane? Fuiava has it now for Logan, looking to attack Mate. She goes inside there. Jump shot is good. That is Hazel Fui. So Fui able to capitalize again. Dribble penetration and the dump off, Leonard.
Yeah, well, they're cutting off that reversal pass, so the driving lane is there and available. It's just if they can get to the paint if they want to.
And how's the pressure for Logan? How is this pressure? I mean, it is just absolutely intense. You see Coach Can just getting the girls into it. The crowd is getting into it as well. Logan has just absolutely upped the intensity level, particularly on the defensive end, and Brisbane's really struggling against it.
Yeah, they're really shutting down all the passing lanes. They're not allowing any easy passes in there, and they're putting a lot of pressure on the ball carriers. So someone's going to have to get open and try to calm things down offensively for Brisbane.
Let's see what they can do here. A good timeout there by Coach Alekna. She's got to resettle the troops and see. You know, so far we've seen a bit of the roster, but someone else is going to have to step up. It's still only a 3-point game, though. 22-19. We've got just under 7 minutes to go. So this game is far from over, but right now Logan just has a little bit more gas in the tank.
At the moment, they do. It'd be interesting to see if Coach Alekna is going to come out in the 2-3 zone again. Like I said, I think teams kind of get comfortable with certain defenses, and you need to kind of chop and change it up a little bit. But we'll see if they come out and they stay in that 2-3 zone, or if they're going to look to have some man-to-man pressure on the basketball. I certainly would look to try to come out and chop it up a little bit because they haven't scored in a little while.
Yeah, they certainly haven't. So, you know, you need to come out and maybe try and junk it up a little bit, try and force Logan into a few turnovers. What's interesting, though, Leonard, is you usually hear people beating the zone with the pass. Right now, Logan's doing it with dribble penetration. So maybe it's a bit too loose. Maybe they just need to tighten up that zone a bit.
Yeah, pack it in. You're right, maybe. And it looks like that's what they're going to do because I know they were really trying to take away that reversal pass. That's not the case at the moment. So they're just packing it in, which is a very, very good decision.
Goodchild has it on the elbow. She gets her feet in the paint. She's triple-team block, weak side block there by Parker. Great help defense, but that was a fantastic look there for Fui.
Yeah, she was able to certainly get in there and offload that pass, but great defense by Isabel Parker, sliding over and blocking that shot and not fouling.
Parker has it now, top of the key. She thinks about a 3. One-step dribble into a long 2, which is no good. Rebound, though. O'Sullivan comes down with it, and she's fouled.
Just size.
Sorry, that was Alice Bowden.
Yeah, it's just size. She just was able to rebound over the top of Logan. I thought Logan had the inside position, but she was able to reach over the top, grab the rebound, and go right back up and shoot it, and got fouled in the process.
And, again, Caps probably, one thing that could certainly help them is crashing that offensive glass because they certainly do have the size advantage. As Alice Bowden hits the shot, so it's now a 2-point lead for the Logan Thunder, 22-20 with 6:15 to go in the first half.
Seems that we've played a lot more basketball than what we have so far. It's been a very entertaining game, and the girls are really getting up and down the floor.
Very entertaining. 1 of 2 there for Bowden. So it's still a 2-point lead for Logan.
Still in the 2-3 zone, but they've really packed it in now. They're allowing that reversal now. And
Goodchild's open for 3. That's a bit too strong, but an offensive rebound by Jaden Fuiava. There is that ball reversal. Fui has it, goes inside for Goodchild. Goodchild loses the ball, though, and coming up with it is Mapasua. She's going to slow things down as Logan did a good job in transition defense.
Yeah, very good job of picking up the basketball and not allowing her to get to the paint.
Mate has it on the wing, puts the ball on the deck, spins his triple teamed, goes back outside to Mapasua. Now Parker has it. She's going to have to take a long two. That's no good off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound there by Charlotte Renner. She's fouled on her way up. So again, Coach Alekna made that adjustment, going with a fairly big lineup for the Capitals here, and it's paying dividends here since that timeout.
It certainly is. Obviously, they're able to get that second shot, that rebound, offensive rebound, and Logan aren't doing a great job of boxing out. But what I really like, the fact is defensively they've started to pack it in and allow Logan to shoot that perimeter shot.
And that's really the point of the zone, isn't it? You want to deny that dribble penetration. You want to deny touches in the paint and force the team to shoot from outside. I mean, coming into this game, neither team really has had much success this week beyond the arc.
Yeah, no, neither team is a great three-point shooting team. There's certainly some girls on those teams that can make the three-point shot consistently, but that's probably something I'd love to give up.
Charlotte Renner hits them both, and we're all tied at 22. Looks like Brisbane building a bit of momentum here. 5:15 to go in the first half. Kirisome has the ball on the wing now. Inside touch for Fuiava. Inside pass
Great
again.
pass.
Fuiava cannot finish, though. Pass there by Tia Moana Hippolyte. Hippolyte has it again. She's going to move the ball around the perimeter. Logan again forced to do it from outside. Kirisome misses, and Parker comes down with it. So a good defensive set there by Brisbane.
It is a good defensive set, but they did get another offensive rebound. And again, when you're in that 2-3 zone, very difficult to secure that rebound. It's something that may come back to hurt Brisbane if they don't figure it out.
Mate calling out the play, looking for a screen. She gets one from Renner. Renner dives. Good pass inside by Mate, and Renner able to finish. Nice pick and roll offense there by Mate.
Yeah, they had a high horns there. She could have used either side for the pick, and she went to the right and found the player rolling to the basket, is able to deliver and finish off. It's great. They now seem to have a bit more rhythm to their offense.
Fuiava tries to force her way through the defense, and she travels. Coach Ken not happy about it. Fuiava's not happy about it, but she certainly did shuffle him there, Leonard.
Yeah, no, it was a travel. It was a good call. The referee really wasn't anything in there, so I'm not 100% sure where she was going with it.
24-22 the lead. The Brisbane Capitals up on the Logan Thunder. We're approaching 4 minutes to go here in the first half of the girls under-18 state championships here at the University of the Sunshine Coast. Brisbane turns it over. Coming up the court is Taya. Lucy Taya hands off there for Faber. Faber's fouled on her way up to the basket, so she's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
It's a really good transition play there from Logan that time, able to get up the floor before the 2-3 zone was set and get the ball to Monica, and she was able to get to the key. So 2 foul there, and now she's going to shoot 2 free throws.
24-22 the lead. We're under 4 to go now in the first half. Logan Thunder down 1 now after Faber's free throw shot. And Logan doing a pretty good, they're getting good looks out of that transition offense as well. I guess one of the keys to pushing it in transition is you don't allow that zone to get set.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to beat the zone down the floor is what you want. Out here we have a full court press, and we're able to throw over the top and should get a good shot. Oh, turnover.
Faber, she was kind of sneaking in the back there. It was a really interesting press. We'll get back to that after this play as Fuiava goes to the rim. She's fouled on her way to the basket, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots. I wasn't sure if they were going to go with the shuffle or the shot, but she definitely was in a shooting motion when she was fouled.
Yeah, and again, another one of those possessions where they tried to get the ball down the floor before that zone got set up.
Checking in for Brisbane is Essie Latu. Taking a seat on the bench is Rachel Mate. But let's get back to that press there, Leonard. It was a really, really flat press. 3 across court and 2 in the back. And then it was almost like they were playing chicken with Faber at the back end of it, and it was successable.
It was. And they were really aggressive and all the way up the floor, and they only had the 1 player back, and she was able to stop the break. So it was great to see.
Yeah, here it is again, but Brisbane breaks it, no problem. We're going to go back to a man-to-man. 26-24 the lead for Logan. 3:30 to go. Fuiava nearly steals it there by Beverly.
Yeah, great instinct.
Beverly somehow comes up with it. Sorry, that was Bowden. Bowden misses the layup, though. And Logan will have an opportunity to increase the lead.
You got a chance to see Jaden Fuiava's instinct on that pass. He left her player and went over there and almost got a steal.
Fuiava, jump shot is good. That's a nice free throw line jumper there by Fuiava. The lead now 4 for Logan, 28-24. Bit of contact there by Faber. Let's see what the referees call. She got her hand on it. They are going to call a foul there on Faber. It's going to be Logan's, looks like it's their 4th team foul, so they're 1 away from the bonus.
Yeah, Logan are really going for the ball. If that ball's up there, you better be ready because you're going to get hit.
Hey, you weren't kidding about the physical play, Leonard, before. Both teams being very physical. Great sidelines pass, but missing the shot is Bowden. She was wide open underneath, just could not convert. Let's see if Logan can make them pay.
Jaden Kirasome is doing a great job of pushing the tempo of this game now.
Lacey Tea's 3 is no good. Fighting for the rebound is Faber. She tries to go up with it. It's stolen. Beverly comes up with it for Brisbane. Skip pass there to Mapasua. She'll pull up for a jump shot that's a bit strong. Yeah. Coming down with it is Tea.
Not sure if that's a shot Brisbane won in transition. I think they might want to settle things down just a little bit.
Hippolyte has it for Logan, and they get it back to their point guard, Kirasome, and Kirasome going to reset for Logan. Good ball movement here. I like how they don't put the ball on the deck. Tough pass there by Fuiava. Scrambling for the ball. A lot of contact there. It's going to be a jump ball, and possession hour is going to favor the Brisbane Capitals. Charlotte Renner getting down and fighting for it. That's the passion you want if you're a Capitals fan.
It's a real physical game out there. I tell you, I'm glad I'm sitting over here on the sideline because those girls want that basketball, and they're getting to the floor to get it.
28-24 the lead for Logan. 2:12 to go in the first half. Coming up at a halftime, going to have a couple interviews for you with both of the head coaches as well as Rachel Mate. So stick around for that. Brisbane looking to cut into the lead. Long 2 rattles around and in for Essie Latu. Cutting the lead to 2, 28-26. Back and forth we go here at the University of the Sunshine Coast.
Great offense by Brisbane that time. Really good set, got a good on-ball screen, and she was able to shoot that shot in rhythm.
Faber spins baseline. Hippolyte's jumper is no good. Coming down with it is Goodchild, though. Goodchild with the Euro step. Shot, a lot of contact there. Faber comes back up with it. Fuiava driving to the paint, and she's caught on the body. That's going to be the 4th foul, or 4th team foul there for Brisbane.
I think Brisbane are letting Logan off the hook a little bit, just being ill-disciplined at the end of that possession. They're just standing there and put their hands up. It's going to be a charge, but the girls are just kind of using their hands a little bit, and it's easy for the referees to make that call.
Fuiava at the line for 2. Hits the first, 29-26 the lead, 1:34 to go. Fuiava hits them both, so it's back up to a 4-point lead. We've got 1:30 to go here in the half. The pressure from Logan capitalizes. Hippolyte's layup is no good. Coming up is Mapusua. She's fouled, and that's going to be the 5th team foul. So Brisbane's going to go to the line for 2. But again, that press really working for Logan.
Yeah, that press there was all the way up the floor. As soon as she passed it in, you had 2 players on her and 1 in the passing lane. So Logan is certainly trying to establish a tempo to this game, and I don't think Brisbane want to play that fast.
Brisbane definitely doesn't want to play that fast, but Logan really, digging in. They're picking up the intensity, and Coach Can's going to call a timeout, try and maybe resettle or try and see if they could sneak a few easy buckets here to end the half.
It'll be interesting to see. It's 1:26 to play, so see if he wants to try to have 3 or 4 possessions to end this game, or if he really wants to try to increase the tempo and get 5 or 6 possessions with 1:26 to play.
Yeah, well, he, that pressure, even in the half court, we've seen him trapping along the half court as well. They're trying to get as many possessions and get as many easy baskets as possible.
They certainly are, but it really depends on how they are foul trouble-wise. If they have a lot of girls in major foul trouble, then you probably want to sit back and try to get into halftime without any more fouls. But the one thing about Logan is they're a very deep team, and I don't think Coach Can will have any problem going to the bench and bringing some of those players in, because you don't lose a lot when you go to their bench. They're a very good team. And
again, the size advantage for Brisbane, they haven't been able to capitalize on that, especially with Mutuga out with 3 fouls. I think, the unsung hero so far for the Logan Thunder has to be Monica Faber.
Yeah, she's certainly come in, and she's finishing around the rim, doing a great job of boxing out and rebounding the ball defensively. And, yeah, she's certainly been very physical out there. I also want to say that the tempo has increased since they were down early. They certainly increased the tempo of the game, which puts it into their favor.
If you're the Capitals, you want to try and see Rachel Mate get going here and maybe trying to re-engage Isabel Parker. At the moment, the Capitals have Parker, Mapusua, Charlotte O'Sullivan, Essie Latu, and it's Kayla Beverly. And the Logan Thunder are going to counter with Hippolyte, Tea, Faber, Fuiava, and Goodchild. 1 of 2 there for the Brisbane Capitals, so it's a 3-point lead. They come out with a bit of half-court pressure here as well.
And might get a turnover. Got it back. Got over. I thought it might have been a bit of a turnover. There's a turnover.
There it is. Sloppy pass there by Hippolyte. 2-on-1 break. Cannot be finished there by Mapasua. Good pass there by Beverly. Now Goodchild has it. Attacking the rim is Faber. Her layup attempt is no good, but she's fouled on her way to the basket. I love that layup attempt there by Faber. She just went as strong as she possibly could to the rim.
Yeah, it was great that Goodchild led the break there, and she did an excellent job of getting that ball to the three-point line before she made that pass, which meant the defense was out of position. Monica had to attack the rim, and she was always going to get fouled on that.
Yeah, good play there. So looking to increase the lead. Faber's at the line. The left-hander is good. The first one's good. 4-point lead now for Logan, 31-27. It's 1:05 to go here in the first half. Second shot rims in and out. Coming down with the rebound there is O'Sullivan. Fighting for it. They're going to call it jump ball, and Logan will maintain possession. So even when they don't get the offensive rebound, they're getting their hands on it and creating a turnover.
Yeah, when you're rebounding the basketball, we teach you always want to keep that ball above your shoulders. That way those small, shorter players can't get in there. And that time she brought it down, and they were able to get in there and get the jump ball. Goodchild
misses the three. Manumalega comes down with the offensive rebound. Ball goes out of bounds off the Capitals, so Logan will inbound it just in front of the Brisbane bench. We're under a minute to go, 56.5 to go in the first half. Logan up 31-27. Double team along the sideline. Goodchild recovers for Logan. Fuiava's got to put it up. Took a few extra steps, but she laid it up and in. Great finish there by Fuiava.
What a tough shot. She didn't have the angle. She was falling off balance and still able to make it go. So great shot for Jaden.
Parker has it now for Brisbane. Let's see what she can do. She hands off for Latu. Latu back inside. Parker spinning to the basket. Good shot there by Isabel Parker, 33-29. Logan has an opportunity to hold for the final shot. Goodchild goes over the top. Let's see what Logan gets out of this. Baseline jump shot from Fuiava, no good. Parker comes down with it. There's a fight for the ball. They're going to call it another jump ball. This time it goes with the Brisbane Capitals. But again, Logan getting in there and getting their hands dirty.
Yeah, well, first of all, probably an ill-advised shot from Logan. You want to probably shoot the last shot of the quarter. But, again, once you bring that ball down, it's anyone's ball. And Logan did a great job of getting in there and causing a jump ball.
Mapasua picks up her dribble. Having to throw it up is Beverly. Her long three is no good. So probably not the possession the Capitals wanted, but they're going to head into the half down 4, 33-29. It's a great first half. We'll take a quick break. We'll play some of the interview with Rachel Mate, and we'll come back with all your second half action. You're watching the Girls Under-18 State Championships here on Livestream. All right, with head coach Luke Cannon of the Logan Thunder. Luke, congrats on making the grand final.
Yeah, thanks for that. It's been a bit up and down week for us with our performances, but we managed to get through unscathed, injury-free, and undefeated. So we're looking forward to the challenge, and I'm sure the girls are pumped up and ready as per normal.
Pretty hard marker there, coming in undefeated. What are some of the areas that you've seen or you'd like to see improvement on?
Yeah, probably just the starts, mate. We've probably started a bit poorly. The second half we tend to kind of get it together and then kind of put 20-30 points on a team. So it's just a bit of consistency, I think, through 4 quarters, which we're gradually getting, and I think. Now, come this end of the tournament, I think we're ready to go, and hopefully we can do it tonight. So,
you guys would be familiar with Brisbane. How much do you think that helps or hurts you heading into a big game?
I think it helps. I think we've played Cairns and Townsville 2 previous games, and they're the games. The uncertainty for the girls was a little bit. It was one of those things that you don't know what they're going to come with. But with a team like Brisbane, we've already played them. In BQJBC and. We've watched them and we know most of the girls, so it's a familiar game style, so I wouldn't be anticipating a change from them, so it's more about just kind of being ready for an adjustment and the girls being mentally prepared. But yeah, I think it definitely helps with the preparation, the girls easing their tensions and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
And what about slowing them down? They have the leading scorer in the comp.
Yeah, they do. We've got 6 girls that could be the leading scorer of the tournament, but that's the benefit of our team. I think we're very deep, and I think any girl there tonight can be the leading scorer of a tournament if they're in a different team. So again, you're right, Rachel's a great player, and she's been on fire. But again, I back my girls 150%, and like I said, I think I've got 6 girls there could lead the league in scoring if they really wanted to. But it's a team game, and we're going to go out there and be a team tonight, and hopefully come away with the Vickies.
Yeah, you've used your depth throughout the week. Obviously, you see that as one of your strengths. What do you see, or what are some areas of concern for you with Brisbane?
Not really. Look, to be honest with you, we kind of worry about ourselves, and then first and foremost, to make adjustments on the fly. Look, they're going to try, and like every other team, they're going to sit in the zone against us and hope to God we start pinging away and try and hit shots, miss shots, I should say. But again, we just got to stick to our game plan, and we'll be ready no matter what. So we just got to. Our defense is our first priority, and if we can knuckle in on D, we're pretty hard to stop. So that's our priority tonight.
All right, congrats again on making it, and good luck in the big game.
Thanks, appreciate it. Cheers.
With Rachel Mate from the Brisbane Capitals, congratulations on making it to the grand final.
Thank you.
What's the feeling in the playing group heading into the big game?
They're all pretty enthusiastic about getting going, but there's a little bit of nerves around the group.
All right, have you been here before? Has anyone had that championship experience?
Yeah, a couple of our senior players, we won it last year, so we've had a pretty good experience so far, and we're hoping to continue that.
How do you think having that experience will help you in today's game?
I think, like Steph said before, composure is really important, and that big game experience ties in with composure and will assist us in our endeavour to be composed.
And what would you say of the week so far outside of basketball? What's the week been like for the team?
It's probably been one of the best classics I've played out.
As the Brisbane Capitals take on the Logan Thunder, Fui is going to shoot for 3. That's no good. Again, coming down with the offensive rebound, though, Logan Thunder right back at it.
Ula Matuga's back in the game with 3 fouls. So is Mila Goodchild.
Goodchild hits the side of the backboard. And Brisbane off and running. Rachel Mate, she's been quiet so far here in the first half. Let's see if she can keep going here in the second.
Yeah, I think that's what stirred the first half is Rachel Mate really didn't get too involved offensively for Brisbane, and they really need to have her involved on the offensive end of the floor if they want to try to get a win here.
High-low action for Brisbane. Parker misses the layup, though. Good look. Goodchild now kicks it ahead for Kirasome. Kirasome spinning, tries to throw up a wild one. It's stolen there by Michaela Smith. Smith nearly has her pass stolen, and it is stolen there by Hazel Fui.
Man, it is a physical game out there. I tell you what, John wouldn't want to be out there. But at least Logan is looking to settle it down now a little bit, run a bit of an offense, see if they can get a good shot.
Kirasome picks up her dribble. She's a bit in trouble in there. She shuffles the feet, so good defense there by Mate. And looks like Charlotte O'Sullivan there on the double team.
Yeah, anytime that ball gets below that free throw line, it looks like Brisbane are doubling that basketball. They don't allow it to come back out. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any adjustments for this third quarter.
What can you do to adjust against that double team? As Mate drives the rim, she tries to find a cutting O'Sullivan, and it's stolen there by Fui.
Well, one of the things you don't want to do is dribble it below that free throw line unless you think you can get to the rim to get a score. There's another one where they double-teamed her.
And Matuga there with the steal. O'Sullivan doing a good job getting her hands up and in the way. Beverly now over to Parker. Parker's going to step into a jumper. That's no good. Fighting for it was O'Sullivan, but the ball goes out of bounds off of her hands.
I think Brisbane are getting caught up in a bit of a up-tempo game. It's, in my opinion, probably not the style of play you want to play. But to be honest, it is the way they have been playing all week. They've been great at getting the ball up and down the floor. But this is one of those teams that I'm not sure if that's the way you want to play to beat them.
Goodchild dribbles along the baseline, then she'll bring it back out. High pass there from Matuga. Matuga goes through a double team, and she finishes with the foul. Nice strong move there by Ula Matuga. We know she's got energy. She had to sit with those 3 fouls, but she comes in and makes a difference right away.
Yeah, that was a great pass from Mila Goodchild outside, inside, and Ula was able to kind of gather herself and go up and shoot over the tall, long arms of Isabel Parker. So it was a really good shot.
A little bit of sweat on the ball, and it looks like there Charlotte O'Sullivan picked up a little bit of a knock. Let's hope she's okay.
I also think there's a little bit of blood on the floor there as well, so we may have a bit of a stop in action here while they clean it up.
All right. Let's hope O'Sullivan's all right. Crowd giving her a bit of a hand. As the physical play happens, there is a timeout, so let's take a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll come back with some more live action for you. Downs. Ulamatuga is going to go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity with the Logan Thunder up 35-29. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think Charlotte O'Sullivan took a little bit of a knock to the face, and there was a little bit of blood, so we had a bit of a stoppage in play, but we're back into it now.
Matuga could not convert the 3-point play opportunity. Brisbane regathers, looking to cut into the 6-point lead. What can Brisbane do to get Rachel Mate going? She's been quiet.
There it is, inside to Isabel Parker. They're making a concerted effort to get her the ball, get her a touch on the inside.
When she recognized the double team, Bowden just could not hit the jump shot. Logan going right on the attack, driving that baseline, going up with it. Looks like that's Fui. And Fui got fouled, so she's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
I think it was a fortunate one for Ulamatuga, who drove baseline, and there was really nothing there for her. Fortunately, Hazel was cutting down the middle of the lane, and she was able to gather the ball and go up and got fouled in the process.
Fui will shoot 2. First one's no good. It's pretty interesting. Logan doing a really good job on Parker, but Capitals have not been able to find someone to step into that jump shot. It's been there the whole game as Fui goes 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think they're going to probably have to try to get some layups or something at the rim, because they're doing a great job of doubling Isabel Parker. They're showing a lot of attention to her right now. And Brisbane still wants to try to get her the ball.
And they're going to call an offensive foul. Going to give that one, it looks like, to Michaela Smith. No, Essie Latu, sorry.
Yeah, they were trying to free Isabel Parker up on the baseline, big-to-big screen, and unfortunately she was moving a little bit as that screen happened. The referee was able to see it and gave her a call.
Coach Alekna is going to go to the bench. She checks in Charlotte Renner and is going to give Isabella Parker a breather. Logan up 7, 36-29, 7:10 to go in the third quarter.
Brisbane still in that 2-3 zone. Be interesting to see if Logan have been able to figure it out.
Tough pass there by Kurasome, stolen by Brisbane. Set the shot clock.
Yep, and now it looks like Brisbane's still going to have the ball. They've got that shot clock down to 22 seconds, so it's their ball throwing it in.
Beverly inbounds for Mate. Mate gets a screen from Renner, hits Renner on the roll. Renner goes back out. Brisbane working the ball around the perimeter. Leaving her feet is Beverly, nearly turning it over. Essie Latu is going to get called for steps. Good defense there by the Logan Thunder.
That's great defense, and Brisbane just look a little bit out of kilter offensively. I think they might need to get the ball through a couple of sets of hands and see if they can get something going to the basket. Great offensive possession there from Logan.
Fui just could not convert, but I like the play. Kurasome throws up a jump shot. That's no good. Ulamatuga goes up with the offensive rebound follow, and she's fouled. And again, I talked to Coach Alekna before the game. She thought that they had the size advantage. They do, but, gee, Logan is just hammering them on the offensive glass.
That's one of the things they do, and they do well. Those girls do a great job of creating space on every shot, and when they create that space, they chase that rebound, and as you can see, it's been the difference so far in the game.
And Matuga hits the first. Logan now up by 8, 37-29. And there is a saying also, Leonard, that rebounding isn't always about size, it's about heart.
It is about heart. Who wants the ball? And right now it looks like Logan is chasing the basketball.
Logan is certainly out hustling and out hearting the Brisbane Capitals. They're up 9 now. This is the championship quarter, and Logan is owning it so far. They're up 38-29.
Logan playing a man-to-man defense. They got a perimeter shot now for Beverly.
Beverly misses. Goodchild fighting for the rebound, comes up with it, and she's able to split the double team from her knees.
Yeah, it's great pass and great get ahead.
Good pump fake there by Fuiava. I thought there was a bit of contact, but she lose the ball out of bounds off a Capitals player, so Logan will inbound along the baseline.
I like to see how Logan can run off of that offensive rebound. Brisbane need to get back and set their defense.
Great baseline out of bounds play, and Goodchild finishes with the left hand. You got to capitalize, and the Logan Thunder did just there.
They certainly did. You always like to see teams that are well coached can score when out of bounds play from the baseline.
40-29 the lead now for Logan. What can the Capitals do? Just under 6 to go in the third quarter. They need a response.
I think it's a danger time for Brisbane at the moment. They really need to try to somehow settle themselves down, get some really good possessions offensively, and get back defensively and not get any layups, give up any layups.
It looks at the moment like the Capitals are frustrated a bit. That's definitely due to the ferociousness of the Logan defense. And you can see Coach Aleckman recognizing that, going to take a timeout. That's a pretty good timeout there as well, as they're now down double digits, 40-29, 5:45 to go in the third quarter.
Look, I think it's a great timeout because they certainly didn't have any rhythm or any flow out there offensively or defensively. Again, I'd certainly suggest that Coach Aleckman looks to try to chop and change her defense, because that 2-3 zone, Logan seems to have found little gaps in there, and they're able to get to the rim. And if they don't make the basket, they're getting the offensive rebound as well.
And Logan's doing a really good job in transition. Anytime we've seen some full court or three-court pressure out of the Capitals, it seems like Logan ends up with a layup or a layup opportunity.
They do. They're doing a great job of pushing that ball up the floor. And the great thing about that with Logan, it's not just one player that can handle it. Anyone who gets the rebound, they're starting to break and they're pushing it up. So it's danger time right now for Brisbane. They really need to come out of that timeout there, settle themselves down, get a good possession offensively, and get a great possession defensively.
And interesting at a Coach Can as well. He really rode Matuga there with the 3 personal fouls. We saw a great first half from Monica Faber. We've yet to see her thus far in the second half.
Yeah, look, they as I said before, they go really deep. So if Ula's in foul trouble, there's 2 or 3 more Ulas on the bench that can come in and do the job that she can do.
Hazel Fui has given them great minutes as well, so she almost has taken Faber's minutes in the second half. Good baseline out of bounds, but good defense there by Logan, fighting for the ball. Jump ball, possession arrow favors the Logan Thunder.
Look, that was great execution that time. They got a really good shot right at the rim, and unfortunately couldn't put it in, but we like to see out of a timeout a really good executed play like that.
Yeah, good job there by Coach Aleckman refocusing her troops. Logan going inside, pass stolen there by Bowden. Crazy pass there by Charlotte Renner. My heart dropped a little bit. I only can imagine what Coach Aleckman thought about that pass underneath her basket. But then the Capitals turned the ball over on the other end.
Another turnover. I think with that one there, you just want to settle things down, and Parker should just bring it back out and run some good offense, and more importantly, make Logan play defense for more than 4 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the clock doesn't play into things. It's an 11-point lead, 40-29. But Brisbane just has to try and get into a flow. They've been really disrupted. They haven't been able to play consistently as Mate gets a steal, 3-on-1. She goes to the rim right at Goodchild. They're going to call Goodchild for a foul.
Yeah, Mila got herself into a little bit of trouble and picked the ball up just after she crossed half court. She couldn't step back, and there was no other passing lanes there, and they turned it over. And really good to see Brisbane up the floor pressuring the basketball and trying to create a bit of tempo here.
Yeah, and you can't really pressure full court unless you're making baskets or getting some kind of stops or a turnover or something. So it'll be interesting to see how Brisbane generates those second opportunities. As Mate hits them both, maybe that'll help her get going to cut the lead to 9, 40-31. Got about 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Bit of half-court pressure again, back into a zone. Logan being very patient, which is good to see. Goodchild does the Euro step. Can she finish? No, but she'll go to the line for 2 shots. That Euro step is really, really effective so far for Goodchild.
Look, it's pretty much effective for every kid. If there's someone out there that wants to play basketball, developing the skills and ability to do that Euro step, it just always leaves yourself an out. And Mila certainly went in there. They closed down the lane, and she was able to Euro step around and get fouled, and now she's going to the line for 2.
As a coach, Leonard, when you say that Euro step, for someone who doesn't play like myself, it looks like it's fairly complicated. But would you recommend young children developing that Euro step? Do you think there's a certain age that people should be practicing that?
Yeah, look, under 8s, under 10s, there's no reason why they couldn't develop the Euro step and be very competent at that. It does take time. It's not easy. But, yeah, under 8s, under 10s, and definitely under 12s and 14s.
It's a 10-point lead here now for the Logan Thunder, 41-31. We got 4:45 to go here in the third quarter. Parker at the elbow is going to step back for a long jump shot. She doesn't follow it. Coming up with it is Logan. Goodchild has it. Now here's Faber. They work it around now over to Matuga. Pass inside is nearly lost, but it winds up with Fuiava. Skip pass out to Taya. Taya's 3 is just short, no good, but Goodchild comes up with it.
Those offensive rebounds are really helping Logan at the moment, and Brisbane really needs to shut that down.
Matuga goes behind the back. She'll kick it out now for Taya. Cross court to Goodchild inside. Jump shot for Fuiava, no good. Followed by Faber. Her layup is no good. Coming down with it is Beverly.
It just wears on you, John, after a while if you don't finish that defensive possession.
Parker tries to step through. Mate comes up with the offensive rebound. Let's see what Brisbane can do here. Maybe work it inside. They've got 6 seconds to go on the shot clock. Renner has it. Her pass is stolen, though. Now streaking up ahead is Lucy Taya. Taya underneath the basket. Layup is up and good. Great transition offense there by the Thunder off of a quick turnover.
That's one thing they do really well is they can get that ball down the floor very quickly. It would have taken 2-3 seconds to get that shot off.
Mapasua has it for Brisbane. What can they do to answer the Logan Thunder? 43-31. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Mate has it deep beyond the three-point arc. Working off a Renner screen. That's Parker who lays it up, but it cannot finish. Good job and good execution, just can't finish.
Yeah, great offense that time from Brisbane.
Matuga, no look pass. Goodchild can't finish.
Yeah, great offense for Brisbane that time there, John. Unfortunately, they didn't get back in defensive transition, and they had Ula at the rim for a layup and fouled her.
Yeah, and Logan, even when Logan misses those layups, they're getting fouled and they're getting that opportunity to go to the free throw line. That's just their persistence and their intensity. The Capitals, on the other hand, they're not grabbing those offensive rebounds. They're not going as hard as Logan is on the offensive glass, I should say, and they're not getting those second chance opportunities. Logan seems to capitalize one way or another. Capitals only are getting that one opportunity, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the story of the game so far, is if there's a way in which they can generate more offensive opportunities, whether that be offensive rebounds or turnovers, they can claw their way back into this game.
Yep, 45-31 the lead now. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Logan up 14 here on the Capitals. Driving baseline with the finish, Kayla Beverly. That's a nice look there, and Beverly seems to be one of the players who could step up here for the Caps.
Yeah, Kayla's a very good player. She's been here before. She won a state championship title last year, so you'd really like to see her step her game up a little bit and help Brisbane claw their way back into this game.
Looks like that foul's going to go there on Monica Faber. So off of a basket for Brisbane, they get a turnover out of Logan. Let's see if they can put a little run together here, the Capitals.
I think what they want to do is try to make sure that they are within single digits at the start of the fourth quarter. If they can do that, that we're certainly going to have an exciting fourth quarter coming up.
Beverly has it swiped from her by Faber. Winds up there with Kurasome. Back up ahead now to Faber. Faber running into the defense. She turns it over as well. Good job there by Lauren Mapasua.
That's great defense for Lauren, holding her spot and able to come up with that turnover.
Let's see if Brisbane can get back on the board.
That's what Brisbane need. They need to generate more possessions offensively. So getting turnovers is a great thing.
Baseline jump shot is no good, but Parker comes up with the offensive rebound. Nearly has it swiped away from her by Monica Faber. Jump ball is going to favor the Brisbane Capitals, so they'll maintain possession.
We have a baseline out of bounds play execution. Let's see if we can get a score out of that.
Got to go long to Beverly. Now Latu looking for someone on the elbow. Beverly has it now on the baseline. 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. They got to get a shot off here. Yeah. Parker has it. Yeah. They're going to say the ball went out of bounds. That's a turnover. That's a tough possession there by the Capitals. Good job defensively by Logan. Yeah, there was a bit of action. There was a few opportunities to foul there, but they steadied the ship, and they just denied the paint.
Not good possession offensively for Brisbane that time. The players should have come off that on-ball screen, and we would have had a roller, but she only took one dribble and stopped, and unfortunately they couldn't get anything after that.
Jump shot's no good for Taya, but again, it comes up with Logan. Faber has it. Schroeder now for Logan. Logan being really patient instead until Matuga fires away from long, and that's way too deep for Matuga. Tipping it out of the hands. Kayla Beverly, that was Monica Faber. And Faber's going to pick up the foul. too deep.
That's
for
her third
Matuga
as well.
Tipping it out of the hands. Third team foul there also for the Logan Thunder.
Big possession here for Brisbane. You really want to see them get a score or at least get to the free throw line, and then they can chop into that lead a little bit. Again, you want to be into single digits heading into that fourth quarter.
45-33 the lead. Good hustle there by Faber. And but Brisbane will maintain possession. There's 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. We're approaching a minute to go here in the third quarter. And the Logan Thunder lead the Brisbane Capitals 45-33.
Great defense there by Monica. She was able to tip that ball out of bounds, but more importantly, she waited for the ball to be in the air before she went around the offensive player.
4 seconds, 3 seconds on the shot clock, 2. Someone has to tell Parker she's got to get the shot off. And that's a shot clock violation. I thought they might have called the foul there, but no, they didn't. We're under a minute to go. Again, that's that recognition. The Capitals are a veteran team. They should have the awareness to know that the shot clock was down there. Brisbane is just all out of sorts here in the second half.
Yeah, you're right about that, John. But more importantly, you don't want Isabel Parker with the ball at the end of a shot clock. So one of those guards need to come up and grab the ball from her and get the team organized.
All right, another turnover there for the Thunder. Again, Brisbane will have an opportunity to cut this lead to 10 or under. Esilatu picks up her dribble, gets it out to Isabel Parker. Parker looking for a cutting Mapasua. Mapasua is going to throw one up. It's good, and the foul. Good look there by Parker. Great finish by Lauren Mapasua, and she's going to have an opportunity for a three-point play. Mapasua is going to throw one up. It's good, and the foul.
Offense by accident a little bit, but doesn't matter.
Mapasua is going to throw one up. It's good, and the foul.
10-point ball game now with 33 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
I was wondering who that number 15 for Brisbane was. That's Charlotte O'Sullivan. She obviously had to change her jersey from the bit of blood that she picked up. Mapasua misses the free throw. It's a 10-point lead here for Logan. They're going to try and work as much clock as they can. As I say that, Truder hits a long two. Good basket there by Truder, increasing the lead to 12. Caps will hold it for the last one.
Great shot by Truder. That's probably one of her best positions on the floor, shooting that baseline shot. I've seen her make that shot plenty of times over the course of the week.
Latu trying to find Parker. Stolen there by Faber. What a big block there by Charlotte O'Sullivan. Blocking Matuga. They're going to say the ball went out of bounds off of the Logan Thunder as well, I think.
It's the end of the quarter there.
Oh, that's the end of the quarter. Sorry, I didn't hear the clock go off. So at the end of the third quarter, it's a 12-point lead for the Logan Thunder, 47-35. And Leonard, championship quarter, that was dominated there by the Logan Thunder.
Again, another quarter probably dominated by Logan, but what I liked was how Brisbane finished that quarter. There seemed to be a little bit more of a push offensively and defensively, so I think they have a little bit of momentum going into this fourth quarter. Be interesting to see who she starts with, and be interested to see how Coach Can comes out in this fourth quarter as well.
Yeah, we didn't see much of Rachel Mate there in that the second half of that third quarter. She's been pretty quiet tonight, but she's obviously going to be a key if the Capitals want to get back in and win this one. We've got to get her back into the game.
They certainly do. Not just Rachel Mate, but also Kayla Beverly. I mean, those two players were a big part of the team that won it last year for Brisbane, and so you really want to see those two players stand up. They had that experience last year. They won that championship, so hopefully both of those players will have a really good fourth quarter for us.
Yeah, and coming into the fourth quarter, if you're the Brisbane Capitals, you gotta pick it up here. So it'll be interesting to see if they start to swap and chop those defenses there. They did stick for that 2-3 zone. We'll see if they come out with a bit of man. And if your coach can, you just gotta reinforce to your team, hey, just keep doing what we're doing. We only got a few more minutes to go, and we're going to be the champs.
Well, yeah, I think there's still a lot of basketball to be played before you can award them championship. The main thing that Logan has to do is continue to crash the offensive board, because that's the reason why they have a 12-point lead right now is second shot. So it'll be interesting to see if they can continue to do that here in this fourth quarter.
Well, here it is. We've got 10 minutes to go to decide who is going to be the 2016 Queensland Under-18 state champions for Division 1. Right now, Logan Thunder in the lead, heading into the fourth quarter by 12, 47-35. Truder, Kursome, Faber, Matuga, and Fuiava for Logan. Capital is going to counter with Mapasua, O'Sullivan, Parker, Beverly, and Mate.
Big shot by Ula.
Long two there by Matuga. She's doing it inside and outside. You wonder what Logan Thunder would have been able to do with her on the floor in the first half.
Well, that's one of the things that's really developed in her game is that perimeter shot, and now she can shoot it out there. She becomes a double threat.
Parker with a great pass there by Beverly finishes, and now Brisbane coming out with this bit of a full court press. Beverly gets her hands on it. Matuga's pass nearly stolen by Parker. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it went off of Isabel Parker. I'd like to see Brisbane junking it up here a little bit. That's what they've got to do.
Really good tactic by Coach Lekna coming out and playing a bit of a full court press, which is really what they needed. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep that up for the fourth quarter.
49-37 the lead. Backdoor to Fuiava. She gets the catch, cannot finish. Bit of contact on the play, and they're going to call a foul. Looks like that foul is going to go on O'Sullivan.
Wow, that was an interesting out-of-bounds play from the sideline where you had Jaden looking to come off a double screen down. She went back towards the basket, and Ula threw almost what you call an alley-oop. If she could jump, she might have been able to dunk that basketball.
Yeah, it was a good look, a great play there by the Logan Thunder coming off the sideline. And, we're talking about halfway between half court and the baseline. So that's a pretty good pass there by Matuga as well.
Yeah, very good pass and very difficult one to execute.
One of two, but again, Logan come up with the offensive rebound. It's a pass is stolen there by Mapasua. She's going to slow things down and look to settle. Let's see what Beverly calls out here.
Looks like they're going to try to go with Isabel Parker on the inside. Oh, no. She's lifting high. Good pass.
Mate, though, spun into the double team there, and it's stolen by Fuiava. Logan off and running now. Let's see what the Thunder can do. They're up 13, 50-37. Matuga is going to fire another long two, which is no good, but she gets her own offensive rebound. Dribbles baseline, reverse layup, no good. Coming down with it is Beverly.
They're still getting those offensive rebounds, John.
And that was a long rebound. That was just, again, Matuga following her own shot, and no one boxing her out.
Yeah. Yeah, they're certainly looking at trying to get the ball to Parker, who's diving off of an on-ball screen. But great offense and great intentions, just not great execution out there.
That was a tough pass. That was just a bit behind and high for Parker. Checking out for the Brisbane Capitals is O'Sullivan. Checking back in is going to be Alice Bowden. Brisbane will maintain possession, though. Let's see if they can capitalize on the baseline out of bounds. They have run a couple good ones. They just haven't been able to score.
Haven't been able to finish. So let's see if we can get one here. 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Great look by Mapasua to find Parker wide open.
Great dribble penetration, and it opened up. The big had to come and help out, and
Fuiava is going to shuffle her feet there, and Brisbane very, very lucky on that one. They got caught with 4 of their own players in the middle of the court there. Fuiava just bailed them out with that travel.
Yeah, but again, I can still kind of feel momentum seems to be swinging to Brisbane just a little bit, but it'd be interesting to see if they can get a score here with 7:50 to play.
The crowd certainly in the favor of the Logan Thunder. We could hear the defense chant as Mate has it on the right wing. Mapasua gets a screen. She's going to step back for a long two. That's good. Mapasua stepping up, cutting the lead to single digits, 50-41. Matuga pushing it up court. Fuiava tries to dump it off, and it's stolen there. That's by Beverly.
Yeah, another costly turnover by Jaden there. You would have probably liked to see her take that shot and go up strong. She tried to pass it over to Mila, and unfortunately it was intercepted.
Let's see what Brisbane can do here. Mate now on the right wing. She's a lot of dribble here, looking for someone to come get the ball off of her. Goes for Parker.
Yeah, they were trying to get it to Parker on the inside.
Long, great possession. You got to recognize again. I keep harping on it, but the shot clock is 24 seconds. You got to recognize when there's 7 seconds. If it's not there, you got to go run your secondary offense.
You must definitely have to have a late shot clock offense, and it didn't look like Brisbane had anything that time, and they ended up shooting probably not a shot that most coaches would want to take.
Kirasome gets one to rattle home, and the lead back up now to double digits, 52-41. Good look there by Kirasome.
It was a great shot by Jade, and that's one of those shots you can certainly make on the baseline down there.
Driving baseline is Beverly. She's fouled on her way to the hoop.
Kayla Beverly being aggressive and attacking the rim, and I think that's something that's certainly going to bode well for Brisbane if they want to get back into this game.
6:35 to go in the game. 52-41 the lead for the Logan Thunder. There's a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick one as well. We're going to bring you home on the stretch run here. 6:35 to go from the University of the Sunshine Coast. We'll be back with you here shortly. Today we're with Capitals head coach Steph Alekna. Steph, congratulations on making it to the grand final. It's been a big week. How do you find the girls traveling into the big game?
We've had a really awesome week this week. I can't complain. We came a couple of weeks ago. We had an injury to one of our top players, and wasn't sure how the girls would respond, but they've really stepped up and they've been playing awesome all week. So very happy. If
there's an area you want to see improvement for the big game, what would it be for your team?
I think we just probably the physicality side of it. We're playing against Logan. They're a very physical team, so I think we really need to muscle up today and get ready to take them on.
You are familiar with the Logan team, obviously. What are some areas where you see you have an advantage?
Probably our guards. I think we're a little bit more composed in our guards and a bit quicker. So I think we'll look to, take on their big girls with our guards and see what happens out of that.
Is there one player on the Logan team that stands out to you that you really have to slow down?
There's too many. You've got probably 4 or 5 state players on that team, and they're all really tough. So we're just going to have to slow them all down, basically.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. In one word, what's it going to be for the Capitals to come out as winners today?
I think
Girls under 18 state championships. The battle between the Logan Thunder and the Brisbane Capitals. 6:35 to go in the game. I'm going to hear with Leonard King. And Leonard, Beverly getting a bit more aggressive here. Brisbane forcing a few turnovers. They're down by 10.
Yeah, it's a good timeout by Coach Can. He wanted to settle Logan down a little bit, and they come out, and there's another deflection by Brisbane. You can see the momentum has shifted a little bit, and Brisbane seems to be on the front foot.
Goes back and brings in Mila Goodchild as well.
They're running a bit of high-low offense there with Jaden and Hazel.
Long two from Kurisome is no good. It falls to Goodchild. Her left-handed layup is no good. Another offensive. Alva on the offensive rebound again.
Yeah, again, those offensive rebounds coming back to help Logan quite a bit.
Bit of horns for Matuga to fire from 3. It's no good. Long rebound goes to Mapasua.
Lauren's really come in and helped establish Brisbane with a bit of a tempo on the offensive end. She's pretty much known as a defensive player, but she's come out and she's playing really well offensively.
She turns it over there. Kick ahead for Kurisome. Kurisome is going to be blocked from behind by Mapasua, but she got her with the body. Mapasua definitely getting the ball in her hands on every single offensive possession. That time, just a sloppy pass.
Yeah, a bit of a sloppy pass. I'm sure she'd like to try to take that one back there, but you get a sense of how athletic she was with that play there. She really got up high, got the block. Unfortunately, she hit her with the body.
Kurisome is going to go to the line for 2 shots. Hits the first. 5:43 to go in the game. Logan up 11, 53-42. Second one is up. That's good as well for Kurisome.
Big free throws for Jade. Good to see her get up to the free throw line and knock those down in a pressure situation.
Yeah, and Logan coming out with the pressure again as well, full court. Parker putting it on the deck, going to the rim, no good. Coming down with the defensive rebound is Manamulega. Oh, excuse me, that was Matuga.
And a good. Jaden wants to run. Great move, excellent spin move.
Great spin move, as you said. Jaden Fuiava going right at the basket, laying it in. It's now a 14-point lead for Logan. Let's see if the Capitals can answer. Coming out of the timeout, Logan doing a great job ramping up the defense and being patient on offense. Parker pump fakes, throws one up. She's fouled on her way to the basket.
Yeah, it's good defense, good offense. Sorry, really patient there for Brisbane that time. They were really trying to get Rachel on a bit of a curl to the left side of the floor, and Hazel was able to switch off of that, and they passed it back to Isabel Parker, who had a bit of an opening, and they had to foul her.
So Parker will go to the line with 2 shots. 5:02 to go in the game. Logan's up 14. Parker misses the first.
These free throws start to become pretty big now, John. You really need to make these free throws if you want to stay in the game.
Second one is good by Parker, and Brisbane's going to stay and pick up a bit of three-quarter court pressure.
Wow.
And there's the turnover. Mate comes up with it. Cross court to Letu. Letu tries to go back inside for Beverly. The pass knocked out of bounds, though. Good hustle there by Logan.
Looked like she had a bit of a layup there that she didn't want to take it and try to pass it cross court, and better defense from Logan that time.
Parker has it. Stepping into a foul line jump shot. A bit too strong Fight for the rebound goes with Goodchild, and Logan will push. Goodchild has it.
Logan looks so dangerous in the open court when they're pushing like that.
Matuga misses a long two, and Parker has it now for the Capitals. They had numbers there. I'm surprised Logan settled for the jump shot. I think they might want to try and work some clock now with 4:20 to go in the game.
Well, we'll get a good sense to see how smart the players are and what kind of basketball IQ they have out there, because it is an opportunity where they can run some clock. But look, they've played up-tempo the whole week, and I would suspect that they're going to keep playing up-tempo style of basketball.
Matuga turns it over. Beverly converts on the other end. And Coach Alekna is going to take a timeout. Good timeout there as that layup cuts the lead to 11, 56-45, 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's interesting that she took that timeout after a basket. I would have thought that she might have saved that for the end of the quarter, because with the way the rules are, you get 3 timeouts for the second half, and in the last 2 minutes you only have 2. So if you don't use that third timeout before the 2 minutes, you lose it.
Take a quick break, and we'll come back with the last bit of action. Logan up 12, 56-45. Sorry about that. No, you're right.
Become a head coach or assistant coach. You can coach at club level, representative level, or higher. Opportunities exist for those looking to move into a career in coaching with a clear, defined pathway. Throughout the year, Basketball Queensland conducts coaching courses, clinics, forums, and other educational activities to continually improve the standard of coaching across Queensland and encourage more people to become basketball coaches. Contact Basketball Queensland today or visit www.basketballqld.net.au.
Thought about becoming a referee? Get fitter, strong.
Here we go. We're back for just about 4 minutes to go in the girls under 18 state championship grand final. Logan Thunder up 11, 56-45, coming out of the timeout, which Brisbane called. Goodchild goes right at the defense. Layup attempt no good. Coming down with it for Brisbane is Charlotte Renner. Oh, sorry, that's Alice Bowden. Bowden's fouled, and she's going to, I thought she was going to line up for a free throw shot, but now Brisbane will have possession, though.
Both teams have a couple of fouls to give before they're shooting free throws, and Mila tried to go in there one-on-one and unfortunately didn't get that basket there. So Brisbane has the ball coming up, and they can eat into this lead a little bit.
Mate for left wing three, rattles in and out. That would have been huge. Coming up with it is Faber. Now Logan in transition. Matuga misses the little floater, and Brisbane looking to push now.
10-point ball game. Be interesting to see which team scores next, because this is a really dangerous period for Brisbane. They really need to try to stay in touch, and Logan would want to get a score and extend their lead.
Parker trying to use the basket. Coming up with is Bowden. Bowden's layup attempt no good. Beverly, though, follows with her own follow, hits the shot, and she's going to go to the line for two. Excuse me, a three-point play.
Yeah, Kayla Beverly in there with the trees in there amongst the bigs, was able to get the rebound, gather herself, and go up and make the basket, as well as go to the free throw line, so she can make it a 7-point ball game.
The layup cuts it to single digits, 56-47. So it's a 9-point lead, and this one could cut it to 8. 3:10 to go in the game. Beverly's free throw is good, so it is an 8-point game. Does Brisbane have one more run in them? Bit of token pressure. Goodchild has it. She dumps it off for Matuga. Matuga's layup is up and good. It's way too easy there for Logan.
That's just great offense, though. Very good decision and a good finish there for Logan as well.
Big screen set there by Alice Bowden. Bit of contact there. Going to call a foul. Looks like that one's going to go on an offensive foul. They're going to call.
Offensive foul. That's her 5th as well. She must have just been moving slightly and it hit Jayden as she was defending the ball coming off that screen. So she's going to have to come off for a little while. And it's Logan ball here on the side with 2 minutes and 53 seconds to play.
Yeah, Bowden gave him some good minutes. Logan again going over the top of the pressure. Goodchild looking for Matuga. Dumps it off inside. Turnover there. 58-48 the lead. Mate has it now over to Beverly. 2:30 to go. Beverly tries to go inside. It's stolen there by Faber. Get out of control, throws up a wild one. Layup is good, but they're going to call an offensive foul as Rachel Mate steps up to draw the charge. Get out of control, throws up a wild one. Layup is good, but they're going to call an offense. Referee said no way.
No way. No, she had the ball in her hand still when she made contact with that player, and it was great job.
Get out of control,
Rachel
throws
Mate
up a wild one. Layup is good, but they're going to call an offense.
Change the whole complexion of this game right here.
2:28 to go. It's a 10-point game. Can that spark the Brisbane Capitals back into it? Time is not on their side. They have to get a couple buckets here and quick.
Looks like they're going to go with a bit of an on-ball screen there. Yep, at the top. And have Kayla coming off the other side.
Beverly driving baseline is wide open. She misses the layup, though, and Faber comes up with it for Logan. She kicks ahead now for Taya. And Logan's going to settle things down. You see Coach Ken telling his troops, let's run some clock.
That's great offense and great coaching. And now you can run the clock and try to get a good shot at the end of the shot clock.
Kirisome inside for Faber. Her shot is no good, but she's fouled. So the clock stops with 1:52 to go. And the Logan Thunder up 10, 58-48. Faber is going to go to line for 2 shots. There's a timeout on the floor, so we'll take a quick one as well. We're going to come back with the stretch run of the Under-18 state championships here from the University of Sunshine Coast. We'll be back shortly.
Thought about becoming a referee? Get fitter, stronger and healthier in the game you love and earn a little extra money. Referees are a crucial part of the sport of basketball. Competitions are being held throughout the state all year round, and there are opportunities for those looking to become a referee now. Courses are run throughout the year with development pathways in place to allow career progression from junior club basketball through to international officiating. To become a referee, speak to your nearest association, call Basketball Queensland, visit www. Basketball Association.
Hi, my name is Jade and I play basketball for Queensland.
Well, some of the great things about the Aussie Hoops program would be the younger kids, developing their skills at lower ages.
The thing I love about playing basketball would be working as a team. I also love the energy and the atmosphere basketball has.
Favourite training session of the week would be my club.
All right, we're back with you here at the University of the Sunshine Coast. This is the girls Under-18 State Championship Grand Final with the Logan Thunder leading the Brisbane Capitals 59-48 with 1:52 to go. At the line for the Logan Thunder, Monica Faber. She hits them both. Those are 2 big free throws, Leonard.
Huge free throws. Anytime you're shooting at the free throw line in the last 2 minutes, you want to make them, and it's 2 huge free throws from Monica.
Essie Latu gets a lane. Her layup attempt, though, no good. Parker follows with the offensive rebound. That's no good. Mate, though, follows that one. And that's a basket there. It's a 10-point game. Brisbane needs to pressure the ball.
I think they're going to need the pressure. I also think they may need to start to think about fouling as well if they want to get back into this game here.
1:30 to go. Layup attempt is missed. Renner comes up with it for Brisbane. Brisbane needs to push. 1:20 to go. They're down by 10. Beverly has it on the left wing, picks up her dribble. Gets it out to Latu. Latu looking inside for Mate. It's not there. They go up top for Renner. A lot of clock being wasted here. Brisbane needs to get a shot off. Inside for Mate. The pass is nearly stolen. Mate keeps her dribble somehow as she falls to the ground, and she's fouled.
Yeah, both teams are in the bonus now. So
needs to get a shot off. Inside for Mate. The pass is nearly stolen.
Coach Alekna, as they're going to put Rachel Mate
needs to get a shot off. Inside for Mate. The pass is nearly stolen.
Logan players. So interesting offense. We'll see how successful she is. Obviously, they've identified some sort of a mismatch out there, John.
And they certainly have to start fouling now, Leonard. We're approaching a minute to go. We've got minute 7 to go, and Brisbane down 10.
Yeah, if I was them, I'd probably look to try to go for a steal quickly. And if you don't get the steal, you probably want to target certain players and get a foul on them. So it'd be interesting to see if Coach Alekna has given Brisbane those instructions.
Bit of sweat or something on the floor here, so we're just cleaning up the court. And guys, don't forget to tune in as well. We're going to end this broadcast, but we'll be bringing you the boys Under-18 State Championship Grand Final. That's going to be the Brisbane Capitals versus the Gold Coast Wave.
And Rachel's to the line to shoot 2.
Misses the first. Not happy with herself there.
She's a very good free throw shooter, so I'm sure she'll be a bit disappointed missing that first free throw.
Takes a few dribbles. Second one is up. That's good. It's a 9-point lead now. Brisbane needs a turnover here. And they get one. Great job there by Latu, and she finishes. It's a 3-point lead now. 7-point lead.
Great timeout. Great timeout by Coach Can. You can see that. You could advance the basketball up the floor as well. Minute and 3 seconds to play. This game is certainly not over by a long mark.
I must admit I thought the clock wasn't in their favor, but that layup really cuts the lead now to single digits, 7 points. Does the three-pointer play into this now for the minute 7 left?
Absolutely. That's the great thing about basketball now since they put that three-point line is no game is ever really beyond reach, and this is a 7-point game with a minute and 3 seconds to play. Certainly is a winnable game for both teams out here. So you do need to have players that can shoot the three on your team, and Brisbane have a couple of players that are pretty good at shooting that three. What they have to do now is Coach Can's going to advance the ball up the floor. They're going to have to really try to get a foul, try to get a steal or turnover, and if they don't have that, then I would strategically foul one of the Logan players just to stop the clock and get the ball back.
Is this an opportunity for Coach Can to put in his best free throw shooting lineup?
Yeah, you'd probably like to have your best free throw shooters out there on the floor, but he may not think that Brisbane are going to foul just yet. So it'll be interesting to see who he brings out after this timeout, who he brings on the floor.
So what's more important for Logan in this one here? Is it ball handling? Is it passing or free throw shooting in this situation? A minute 3 to go, up 7 with the championship on the line.
Yeah, definitely ball security. So you want someone out there that can handle the basketball and handle the pressure. Yeah, that's what you'd be looking for.
All right.
It'd be interesting to see if Brisbane employ a fouling tactic as well.
Well, let's see. I think they're going to go if they can get it. They're going to try and steal it. If not, they'll foul. They're going to let Logan run this one out here. They're double teaming everything. Kirasome gets it out. Now Taya has it. They go inside. There's a lot of contact, and there is a foul. I don't know whether if it was an intentional foul or not, but they were certainly playing at the ball.
Yeah, they were playing at the ball. They had really good active hands, and they were trying to double the ball everywhere it went. The unfortunate thing is they waited so long before they're going to foul. If you're going to foul, you want to go early in the shot clock, but they waited until they got down to 13 seconds.
In a situation like this, Leonard, is there a certain spot if you're the Logan Thunder that you want to get the ball off of that sideline out of bounds?
Yeah, you definitely want to be in the middle third of the floor anytime you have the basketball and you know there's a trap coming. That way you can pass the ball to either side.
Fuyava hits them both, so the lead is now 9 for Logan. We're under a minute now to go. Let's see if Brisbane can get a quick bucket. Latu is going to fire from 2. That's a big shot there by Essie Latu. It's a 7-point lead once again. What does Brisbane do here?
It looks like they're going to play it out here. No fouls coming and giving up a layup.
It's missed there, though, by Taya. Taya gets her offensive rebound. Brisbane has to foul here, certainly. Taya is going to fire a long 2. Brisbane comes up with it. Beverly kicking ahead now for Latu. Latu, though, shuffles the feet. The energy and excitement got ahead of the Capitals there, as well as the Logan Latu, Thunder. Though, shuffles the feet.
A little bit of nerves
now for
there,
Latu. Latu, though, shuffles the feet.
The defense was back, but see if they could get a steal here or get a quick early foul.
24 seconds to go. Parker lets Matuga right around her. Faber picks up her dribble, working the clock here. Brisbane has to foul, and Mate does foul Kirasome. So with 15.8 seconds to go, Logan has a 7-point lead. Has to foul, and Mate does foul out with that one. So her dribble, championship dreams are finished. Has to foul, and Mate does foul. But with 15.8 seconds to go, Leonard, I don't know if Brisbane has it in them.
Yeah, it's going to be a big ask now to come back with 15 seconds left. Rachel's probably not the one you wanted to make that foul. She was already on her 4th. But hopefully Lauren will be able to come in and replace what Rachel had on the floor.
Kirasome goes 1 of 2. Mapasua has it now. She crosses over. Let's see if Brisbane can get a quick one. Latu fires a long 2, and that's good. They're hanging around here. It's a 6-point lead now. They have to foul though right away. Parker fouls Matuga, so Matuga will go to the line for 2 shots with 7 seconds to go. They're certainly making it interesting here, Leonard. Every time I think it's going to be finished, they hit a quick bucket.
Yeah, 7 seconds to go. I don't know if Coach Alekna has any timeouts left. If she does, if she makes both, you can advance the basketball and get off a 3 and try to get another foul quickly. But it'll be interesting to see if Ula makes both free throws.
She hits the first. She's got ice in her veins, Matuga.
That's why you always want to have timeouts saved for the end of the game for situations like this where you can advance the ball while the clock is stopped.
Both of them are good for Ula. 65-57. Can Brisbane get one more shot off? Looks like the clock is gonna run out, and the Logan Thunder are your 2016 Queensland Under-18 Division I state champions. Great performance there by the Logan Thunder. It was a valiant battle by the Brisbane Capitals, but the Logan Thunder were just too good on the day for the Brisbane Capitals, Leonard.
Absolutely. Excellent game of basketball on both sides. Logan just had that energy and that intensity and that physical play. Logan also thought Brisbane played a really good game as well. Probably didn't hit enough perimeter shots to win the basketball game, but a very competitive game, John, very competitive game.
Very competitive game, but Logan really grabbed control in that first quarter, and then they just put their clamps on it. Every time Brisbane got close, Logan had an answer. Even we saw here at the end where they did a great job on the offensive glass, and I think, we said it earlier in the broadcast, it held throughout the whole game. That was what really won Logan the game, was the controlling that offensive glass.
Absolutely. Those rebounds really did a great job. But at the end of the game, making those free throws, John, you can't underestimate making free throws. There's a number of things that a successful team has to do to win ball games and finish it out. Making free throws is one, and Logan did a great job of making their free throws down the stretch.
So congratulations to the Logan Thunder and their coach, Luke Cann, the assistant coaches, Michaela Donnelly and Jessica Wallace. Congratulates all of the Logan Thunder fans. We hear all the Logan Thunder fans going absolutely wild. It was a great game. We're going to wrap things up here from the girls Under-18 state championships. We're going to come back. Don't forget, you'll have to tune in to the next live stream. For the boys, coming up is the Gold Coast Waves versus the Brisbane Capitals. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.